He was the big winner tonight. He got a big code. Some great, looks like some new faces and some great faces and pretty exciting. Elmer Fudd over on the YouTube side, thank you for coming out. You're awesome, sir. Hit me up. I'll give you a code just because of who you are. I mean those wascally wabbits. All right. So I4NI's in here. Everybody's on the clock. Let's see how this rolls out. This should be a really, really, really good match. I4NI has been practicing with a two gold division teams. So let's see if some of those training has paid off. Speaking of training, if you and your team are looking to get a little bit more training out of everything, you want to learn from some pros, go check out on the WNF Discord. It's Comp 101. We have mentors over there. Steel Titan, Sir Tubbins, Rez is over there. Bacon from 7F, Sergeant Cruz from Fame, Magna from Fame. I think Beast himself from On Your Six. We have all of these great mentors already open there for you guys to take part and show you the ropes with maybe some new strats and having some fun. And leading with that, we're also going to be introducing a new day. There has been a popular poll put out, so get up there on the WNF part into the Comp 101. Put your vote in. I think it's narrowed down between Tuesdays and Saturdays, so go check it out. And yeah, here I'll let you guys go ahead and talk it up just a little bit here. Give me just 2 minutes, okay?
Okay, looks like UGCC, UGC and I4NI. I did quite a few things with UGC. I had a couple of interviews with them before. I think they're a good group of guys. And I actually remember back in the day when I4NI came on the scene, when clans came out, and they can hold their own. But this might be a good matchup.
I'm like I4NI? I4NI?
It's I4NI.
Well, I know. I mean, I know now. But back in the day, I'm like, what is that? And then they're like, it's I4NI, dude. Oh, duh.
And believe it or not, that's actually the name of a band. That's how it's spelled.
I like both these teams. I enjoy watching them both. They how to say UGCC. I remember they've been around longer than I think they have. Of course, I'm one of the probably lesser, or I have one of the smaller amounts of battles played on World of Tanks out of a lot of the comp players, especially from the older teams. But I remember first watching UGCC, and they came out and started on Wednesday night fights, and you started seeing them put some hits into some clans or some teams that you're not necessarily expecting. Just kind of busting onto the scene, so to speak, and I enjoy watching them play. You see them do some interesting things in matches.
You're very correct. They have adapted, changed, adapted again, changed. Their caller is always learning. Cav, who he just went through a move, and so UGCC kind of took a small little, kind of about a week break there, so he can get. He got moved into his new house, and had to wait for his internet to get hooked up, and he's back now, able to get back on the horse, and off we roll. And then, yeah, I4NI, these guys always adapting and also changing also. And then, especially in this 761 format, the person to watch is Mini Vinny. That guy works some serious magic in his light tank. So keep an eye on there. And then down there, Boxhound used to be a co-brother of mine in NFTG. So that alone, there you go. There's big caliber coming out of there.
Right, right. Of course, I got. I mean, I got to go with UGCC just because they have Cav Ranger and Rangers lead the way. So,
Rangers lead the
Yeah.
way always.
all the
I
way.
got a lot of love for Cav Ranger. There's probably
Yeah.
nobody else that I give as much crap to through Discord than Cav Ranger. But yeah, dude, I got a lot of love for the man.
Yep.
He's not just a guy that puts in a lot of work for his clan on PC. He's not just a guy that was an actual ranger and did a whole lot for this country. He actually also is in charge of a lot of school sports activities for his local high school as well. He's a strength conditioning coach, and I think he's actually a football coach as well. So I mean, props to that man. I don't know how he has any time to sleep.
Yeah.
he learned how not to.
Sure.
I also like watching Astro play a lot. I've got to play some with Dig. He can be a pretty solid player. You got zeroed in, and Zero I've seen a good bit. A lot of these other guys I haven't got the pleasure
I had a
of
pleasure.
watching too much. The Fish Fan.
Yeah, I had the Fishman's pretty good. I had Zero. I actually picked up Zero on my fantasy team. He did very, very well.
He did.
In that fantasy, and so super excited to see him out again. And then over on the I4NI side, hatchback killer, very good medium roller. I don't know too much about Captain Alley. Is it Alley or Alty? Alty.
Alty.
So, and then only the Bow, I don't really know much. I haven't seen him a whole lot. But out of that, and then IB Stuck's coming. He had some great games on Monday.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He's really good at IS7.
Yeah, he must have installed one of the Spetsnaz as his gunner because he was pulling up sniper shots that an IS-7 should not be able to pull off.
Well,
So,
so that you shoot him straight, stall and slap him around the corner for you every once in a while. So.
What do you gotta think about? He might sacrifice some babies to shoot those shots.
so mine's encounter. So the talk of the town is always who's gonna get the gypped. In this scenario,
Who's getting this out?
Yep, who's getting the J2 spawn? Who's gonna get that J2 K2 area? But yet again, I've seen a lot of teams now adapting and planning for that J2 spawn, readapting for that pushing up towards that one line, like I was always talking about, and experimenting that and neutralizing the hill. Man, look at the firepower that's getting brought out on this one.
With the way this map ends up a lot of times, if it's campy, I like the IS-7s.
All right, so here we go. I'll roll down the I4NI. AO, I'll have you roll down UGCC, and then the next time around, I'll have Beast and D-Dub do that one. So I4NI rolling out with one batch hat, pair of IS-7s. That Panzerkopf 7, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to slaughter it. The E1 Hundo and a pair of AMX-50Bs.
For UGCC, we got Dig running the Bat Chat, Fish Fan running IS-7, Kager running IS-7, Zeroed In the 57 Heavy. We got Enraged and John in E5s, and Mr. I Know It ran his E100.
Speaking of which, I'm a huge Christmas movie buff, and I argue this point to this very day. I say Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I do too.
Die Hard is a Christmas.
The original,
Okay.
it's definitely a Christmas movie.
It came
I'll
out on
say-
Christmas.
I will yippee to that.
I remember that.
I mean, and that was.
I wasn't
so-
born when it came out.
The question
but
is, which
Ouch.
Die Hard is your favorite Die Hard?
Oh goodness. I really do like the second one with the airport.
Now,
Go ahead.
real quick, Els, I hate to take you off topic, but this is exactly what we're talking about. Real hard. One thing we've been shying away from is bringing any super heavy armor onto mines anytime that we have to play, because exactly what happened is the E100 spawned down at J2 for UGCC.
And that's who's going to
Yeah.
do it too. Your slowest, heaviest.
Who's going to get the shots down the range here?
No,
Is anybody gonna take advantage of it?
Yeah, hatchback killer doesn't stop right here. He should actually. He kind of hugged that corner too much. At IS-7, Fish should get a shot into. Oh, and he shoots the stuff right there, the debris. The 50Bs actually made it now, and UGCC is going to be trapped at the moment.
Yeah, having those two tanks up there is kind of dangerous. I mean, granted, the gun depression kind of sucks, but I mean, it is enough for where like hatchback is to put a huge hamper in anybody trying to push the hill situation. Those 4 rounds will come out very quickly and just rip apart whoever does come up the hill. And then at that time, if they still press the issue, Boxhound is right there to follow it up.
Right, and I don't like, and this is what I was going to mention before it started, is if it's campy, I like the IS-7s, and you might consider this a little campy, I consider it kind of in your face, but the IS-7s at that close range on that elevation for UGCC is going to be tough, because their gun depression, trying to get in those shots, they're going to have to pull forward too far,
man.
expose.
Yeah, Captain Ulti getting a little bit too far out there, trying to trust that Panzer VII's armor a little bit much.
And yeah, I don't trust that tank one bit. Just like it showed,
sure.
the ammo rack is glass on that tank. I actually want to sit down with DWP and go through the comp setups and the weaknesses and the strengths with comp tanks. So me and DWP have a lot of cool stuff on the horizon. DWP also strongly, me and him are going to be getting into it. Oh, good shot into Vinny from Dig and Vinny trying to bail to conserve his health, and Dig is just going all out. Let's go back up to the action on top of the hill.
Yeah, one of the things that I4NI needs to do is they're gonna have to get these 50Bs into the action. It looks like hatchback killer finally got a shot in a Dig right there, but these guys have been up on top of the hill for approximately 2 minutes right now, and they have not put enough damage out for having 2 50Bs on the hill. I4NI should know where all 7 tanks at UGCC are. So I mean, the whole F6Q right there. These guys need to be putting in some work, turning these guys' turrets a little bit, and allowing these IS-7s to actually be able to help them a little bit. The rest of them are, I4NI, Mini Vinny, and Captain Ulti are both just getting bled to death right now. So these guys, there we go. The 50Bs finally started getting in. Looks like they're working their clips now. Hatchback's on a reload, and Boxhound's looking for shots. But they've segregated now the E5 and the E100 out. So I mean, really kind of looks like the only bow is just kind of running around here, maybe trying to help a little bit.
And
Dig
took
pushed into
down-
Vinny. Yep.
Yep.
Vinny
Alright.
down, but then Dig gets taken down. So Bell's
The-
back chat's out of the equation.
And you see from the time that I started talking about about a minute and 10 seconds ago, both 50Bs were able to unload a full clip apiece. Hatchback killer just unloaded another clip, and the health pool advantage for I4NI right now is sitting at 52% now that the 50Bs got involved. So that,
Damn.
this is crucial for your autoloader tanks, especially if they're going to be in a position of power to to make sure that they get into the fight. It's not always about just keeping 100% health. You sometimes have to
Oh my
trade a couple
God.
shots.
Yep. There's
Yeah.
that
E100
push.
got a high roll, 864 out of an E100.
Now,
Great
Boxhound's
shot right there. Great shot right there. The hatchback killer actually put a track shot into that E100 so that he could not shield that E5 anymore. So sometimes those track shots are more critical than any type of pin that you can get.
There it
in a
is,
nice
the run
ram
over
kill.
by the E1. Oh, nice rundown over by the E1 Hundo. Nice finish out, and doing that on stream. We're gonna make that a highlight reel. Beast, you want to go ahead and run down that damage?
Segmented dig in this batch. I did manage to put out 1,000 damage into Mini Vinny before he got taken out there by that E100. Mister, I know it. 791. One penetration right there. The E5 had 853. John McClane and the other E5 had 420. Zero Den in 57 had one pin at 413 too. That's pretty unfortunate. The IS7 of the Fish Fan led the team with the 1501, and Johnny Kager actually had one pin as well for 451 in the other IS7. On I4NI side, Mini Vinny and his bat chat did manage to put in 1487 before he got taken out by Dig. Boxhound in the 50B coming in with a very respectable 2936 and 2 kills. Hatchback Killer and it's also in the 50B came in with 2097 and 1 kill. The only bow had 2 kills, 416 damage total, but he only pinned 1 shot into Dig, and he also had that drive kill at the end of the game right there. Captain Ulti and the Panzer still managed to put down 1752 and also had 1290 blocked. Somewhat respectable in the 770 format, but IB Stucks once again just putting it down, coming out on top. 41-46, 1 kill in the IS7, and Michael also in his IS7, 3,116 damage right there. So very well played for sure by I4NI.
Yeah, they definitely got their did the damage out there this evening, coming out of those IS7. So let me get the sides changed up here. So we got a interesting seals are first and falls. That's gonna start a whole a debate there.
Yeah.
Just reading it. Marines are first deployed.
Let's go. Let's go with CIA. And Marines are used to protect Navy ships. And just kidding. No, it's who's that put that in there? Yeah, it's kind of dependent on where you're going and who you're fighting. Everyone's got their purpose.
Yep. It all depends on where that MOS, what MOS you are, and what branch and where you're gonna be.
Everyone spends a lot of blood.
Yeah,
Let's not take anything away from anybody on this stream, people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things. I mean, each had their own and their own territory there. So, brothers and sisters have died for both in all the branches for the same common goal.
Thank you to all you vets out there for your service.
Yes, sir. And everybody knows my stance. I support every troop and person that supports this great country. I don't support the politics, but I support our country. And it doesn't. I even support, our fellow firefighter brethren, and then I'll support some of the ones that are dressed in blue. You also deserve some respect.
Just everyone remember, it's not your job to die for your country. It's your job to make the other bastard die for his.
Correct.
Like the saying says in the Lone Survivor movie, you live for your country, I die for, you die for your country, I live for mine.
So how about this? We're going to do, I'm going to give away a code. This one's going to be 7 days of premium time. So for all of those who are out there, are like, man, I wasn't able to get hooked up with that Black Friday deal. Well, I tell you what, have a week on me. So get everybody in here. What we're gonna do is hashtag WNF. So hashtag WNF gets you a week of premium on me. And then, how about this? I'll also give out this is for the subscribers. For all you subscribers.
Oh, now you do it.
For all the subscribers, how about this? We're going to go ahead and do hashtag BLITZKRIEG. Hashtag BLITZKRIEG for all the subscribers out there. I'll get you hooked up with the code as well. Just because, well, we can and we love you. A lot of great people out there. I want to say thank you to all the people that are auto-hosting us. Tanks from Wargaming, thanks for the host. TLP Krispy Kreme, of course. Weasel, TVDL 2000, SFB, Pants on the Ground, Damage, King Sticky, TLP TV, and of course DWP. So a lot of.
You know I was
What's the,
joking about that, me joining the giveaway.
D-Dub,
Oh, you're good.
D-Dub, what's the 1992 for?
It's the year I was born.
Whew. Hey, have you ever
You
seen?
were, 1994 was actually 1 year before I graduated high school, so it's not too bad.
You ever seen Down Periscope, Major Payne?
Yeah.
Let's see. Good.
Waiting on these guys to get their tanks picked. I don't want to run too far behind schedule.
I want to see if UGCC is going to have the same measure of success from the north that I4NI pulled off. I think a lot of times with a lot of the closely matched teams, a lot of the closely matched teams kind of flip flop. You know, you get that northern side and it turns into your game.
Yeah. Sayla, thanks for coming out, Sayla. How you doing this evening? What am, oh my goodness gracious, going about? So trio of IS-7s and a 113. Talk about some firepower.
Like it. Yeah, definitely like it.
Mobility and firepower.
Well, technically, the Chinese heavy is a Soviet wannabe. So many people are gonna get mad at that.
I mean, it's no lie. I mean, I do like the 113 in the aspect of, okay, a 113 out in the open, like out in the field or somewhere that it's wide open, it's a dead 113. But in a brawling scenario, if you can keep that armor forward and you're able to saw that front end left and right, that upper plate will bounce a lot of rounds in a brawling scenario. There we go. I was wondering when the Kronwagen was going to pop out in this scenario. You know, I personally can't wait till I have my Kronwagen. Everybody I've talked to, they hate it and they love it at the same time. They love to hate it. So, but I'm also
It was like me when I
weird.
got. No, it's like me when I got my TVP T50, the one that Astros have. I hated the grinder, but when I got it, even the tier 9 was worth it.
Oh yeah.
I do recommend.
I like the 113 when it's in the garage.
I did wish it did get. I wish it would. It will get the. It would get up the update. That PC does.
Yeah,
support.
I'm a bigger fan of the IS-7 after its recent overhaul. I've noticed from my experience that a lot of these bat chats are now starting to bounce rounds off the sides of IS-7s in comp.
Oh, I seen one that balanced all 6 rounds from a Wolfentrigger 100 before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and run down these tanks with me real quick. DWP, I'll hit I will hit UGCC real quick.
All
Go
right,
ahead
hit
and launch that
I4NI.
way. Yeah, that way we go ahead and stay on track a little bit.
Okay,
Looks
looks
like
like I.
UGCC.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead. No,
You
go
do.
ahead,
Hurry
brother.
up.
You can. Okay, UGCC is coming out with the bat chat, a TVP 5051, a trio of I7s, a Kronwagen, and a 113.
Looks like I4NI bring out an E4 American tank destroyer, a bat chat, 2 I7s, an E100, and 2 AMX-50Bs.
I4NI now getting plagued. The E4 and the E100 getting stuck out there at the island. See if
Hey, Hells,
yes.
Hells, it's back. Check out the consumables on Enrage Tanker. It's back.
See, mine doesn't show nothing. Mine's blank. It has.
It's not.
Mine.
I've,
It shows.
yeah, I've got the.
back.
Once
Interesting.
again, I've got the little
What is
the
that?
hook and sickle, the hammer and sickle with the wrench with the bolt in it again. So possibly, probably just a bug. Should get taken out next patch, I would assume, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So if you shot there into Michael on his side. Interesting setup here by I4NI, almost setting up in the. Oh man, HK getting melted.
Yeah, he
Hey.
got an awesome snapshot into that Kronwagen, but just paid for about 65% of his health right there.
He did. It's one of those hard decisions when you see that many tanks up on the ridge. You know, I know the position I want to be in. Do I stay or do I go?
Man, I4NI is just getting ripped here. Astro is able to pin 3 out of his 4 shots out of that Skoda. And then the E100 of I4NI getting ripped through the turret. Crazy. All right, so now they're in a camp scenario here. UGCC actually taking advantage of this, and they're going to counter-rotate with their IS-7. Get the fish fan over towards the city and join Zero.
Yeah,
I would like-
It looks like the I4NI set up for a good south side. You know what I mean? Just kind of hold and kind of bleed these guys. But the only problem with their strat right now is that whenever you try to run this setup, the only way that this is going to help you is if you have like a CGC or running Artie back there in the corner that you can go ahead and lob shots into that hill. These guys kind of gave up total map control when the cap is over, and as you see right now, UGCC with 2 IS-7s and a 113 on the cap. I4NI is going to be pressed somewhat. Of course, I say that, and one of the 50Bs actually put a shot straight into 0-10 right there. So, but 28 seconds.
Astro.
I4NI's going to have to make a move quick.
Astro's having a game of his life. Last clip, 3 out of 4 ripped into the IS-7. So, he is just absolutely eating that Soviet heavy up. So, it didn't matter. I mean, the third one didn't bounce, the fourth one didn't bounce. It was just a miss.
I feel like, there we go. He's moving now. I was going to say, but they have everything in position
Even
to
with him
spot.
moving, he stopped. I cannot believe that UGCC is poking whatsoever right here. They managed to get that one more reset. That's going to allow these 50Bs to make it up. Now it looks like Dig, the 5150, and the Kronwagen are all rotating around to catch these guys and pincer in. But they're at least going to be able to work the cap for another minute or so.
Stucks getting, Amarak on Stucks. And motor taken out. Dig is just unloading. The autoloaders are wreaking havoc on I4NI right now. Zero getting hit big by the E4.
Yeah, great map control this time by UGCC. Good rotate over to the cab. They still have, like you said, they have their autoloaders all on top. Johnny Kager is coming back around, and the E100, the Bat Chat, and the IS-7 have just been out of the fight now for well over a minute.
There it is. UGCC takes it via cap.
Well played.
They kept putting all their rounds into Zero, and unfortunately Zero he didn't have the time. So I mean, doing a great job to that. Let's see here, BD.
You were not wrong about Astro.
Uh,
Astro's having a game in the DVP, but then 4,300, 44 damage.
let's see here. So Krispy Kreme's wondering hey, how do I subscribe? So there is honestly, I haven't subscribed to anybody. So that process is actually new to me. I watch everybody's channels, but I've never actually subscribed. Unfortunately, I think I used my Amazon one for Weasel. So
Now
He's-
what I have noticed else.
yes.
What I have noticed as far as subscribing, I cannot subscribe on my Xbox, but if I'm looking at a channel,
So is it having a hard time maybe on the Xbox?
yeah, I've not been able to find a subscribe button on the Xbox, but whenever I screencast from my tablet to my TV, then there is a subscribe button on my tablet.
Okay. So really fast here, UGCC, actually I'll go down the I4NI, really couldn't get much going on. The E100 of Only Bal, he got ripped. Coming across there, so did the IS7 of Michael. He just could not get anything going. Was getting ripped by Astro. So hatchback 1720, HKS 1814, Boxhound, we'll just call it a cool 1500. Now over on the UGCC side, Johnny Kager really, he was trying to keep up with the times, but he did a lot on the base cap. So did John McClain. The Fishman, he was holding off on the hill, threw out a 1542. Great job. Kronwagen coming in with 1726. Not bad accuracy either, 655. So great job out of there. Dig coming in with 2923, 777. 777, lucky sevens coming out of him for the almost 3K. Zero on the 113, he was kind of base. He did get one shot out there for 439, but winner chicken dinner goes out to Astro. Like I was saying, he missed 2 shots, 16 fired, 14 direct hits, 14 pins, 4,344 damage.
Yeah, he beasted it. I will give it to the Bat Chat though. He was not in the fight for that much time compared to a lot of the other tanks, and he managed to get in some good hits for pulling 3K for the amount of time he was in that fight. He was landing those shots.
All right, give me 2 seconds.
We did see how many tanks was that get that bad spawn and get stuck out there and pretty much just ruin their chances of fame and glory.
Let me see. All right, okay, so on PC, you go to their main, of course, the main thing. I know the subscribe button should be down below, but on the Xbox, I have no idea how to exactly follow on the Xbox. They're crispy. So I will get that information to you how to do it on the Xbox. But here I can get you guys this thing. If you do have Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime for free. You get to subscribe to one channel each month. And what you do is essentially you have to resubscribe every month, but you can subscribe to your favorite channel and help out that channel with everything it does and everything. So if you decide to use it and choose it for me, and with the Wednesday Night Fight crew, that is awesome. All the proceeds go right back into the group. So let me get that darn link for that. And then I got to give away some codes. We have some winners here. So super excited about that. There it is. Copy link. There is the link for your Amazon Prime. All right, so back to the WNF. Let's see here. So winner, spin the wheel. All right, so I'm gonna give out 2 codes here. First code coming out. Well, let's see here. Actually, I feel generous. Major Fluffy, congratulations, you got a code. And then I'm gonna do it again. Next one. BD409, you do get the week of. There's that.
Tell you what, man. Like that's my buddy, man, and that man has been hooked up with lots of premium. That man is a subscriber. He did very well on getting codes on Wednesday night, and he's already back at it tonight, man. He's subscribed and is actually going to make money with the premium that he's already earned from getting codes from just watching a stream.
Yes.
It's awesome.
And then how about this? Another week of premium. Smouse, congratulations. You're a big winner of a week of premium. Let's see here. Krispy Kreme saying I can't find it on my iPad. Does anybody have know how to roll that with an iPad? While we're doing this really fast here, I'll go down to UGCC rolling out E4 batch ad 57 heavy, E5 pair E1 hundos, and a 113 AO. What's I4NI got going?
I4NI is rolling with a pair of batch hats, an E5, 2 Panzer Comp, and 2 E100s.
It looks like I4NI going heavy armor.
Yeah.
I like the dual bed chats though. If
Yes.
you think that you can get away with it, it's a great little kill pack to catch any stragglers whenever you're able to rotate through the field.
And someone else tell me if you've seen anything else, but I have not. I swear I have not seen really any comp games where the Panzer Comp did well. Maybe okay.
He's
But
just getting proven wrong again.
I don't.
You know what?
I completely agree.
if me saying it allows it to happen and me be proven wrong, down with it. You know, it gives those boys a good game. But I don't think that I have seen a round where the Panzer Comp did well.
It's been very far and few between. Yet again, a lot of those were also with the bronze team. So with those guys, anything goes. The bronze teams come out and let everything hang out on the table and go absolutely crazy. I mean, some have had some success with it, some didn't. All right, so we're getting a partial delay push.
Early on right here, well, now I take this back. This is not the corridor to go down, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Definitely not the corridor to go down. I4NI.
1-1 took a shot.
Did he take?
inside.
He did take a shot from the Panzer 7. Okay. Oh, this is super dangerous. I am liking to see a couple of IS-7s in that lane right there, but 2 E100s and a Panzer 7.
Yeah.
These guys are all boxed up right here. If UGCC actually notices this and pushes past that F line, these guys are going to be in trouble for sure. This is a very weird push, in my opinion, from I4NI, but I kind of like it in a sense now.
It's
But
getting
they've got
spotted
it.
now.
Yeah, box down.
If these guys don't stop, they're gonna. Well, see, this is gonna be the problem right here.
Now they're stacked on each other. Now they're stuck.
Yeah, they're definitely stuck now because Fish is rotated around enough. Here comes the other E100 and zeroed in. If they go ahead and rotate all the way around into, like, let's say the G5 H5 area right there, I4NI is going to be stuck. You can then go ahead and complete the rotation, start getting a couple tanks down at, let's say, A6 and maybe the K7 area, and these guys are just going to be stuck. And going to start getting just beat
Yeah.
down. Looks like hatchback
yeah.
killer. Yeah,
You got
enraged tanker in that E4. The I think the Panzer 7 is a really good tank, but like AO was saying, in comp play, whenever you know that these high alpha TDs with the incredible pin out of the APCR and the heat, that upper turret is just still going to get melted. It's very easily pinned on the cheeks.
Well, they didn't even use the rail cars as cover. Like the IS-7s do well because they're lower to the ground. You know, the rail cars cover their sides really well.
Yeah.
But
hatchback
they
and
didn't.
MRX.
They went outside.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Ivy Stuck thought it'd be clear to go in range tanker, but now Diggs getting shots down range, and Astro is also. Here comes John McClane.
Yeah, John McClane should come in for the finish. Yeah,
There we go.
very nice.
Hatchback going in.
Yeah, I4NI's got to make a move, though. They cannot keep sending in one tank at a time. That is a very, very bad strategy. Good pin right there by box down into segmented dig, but once again, these guys are just kind of stuck still.
Yeah, UGCC is doing a good pinch on them too. I think that Batchat coming in from I4NI actually,
Astro
he came in a little
rotating.
early, and it kind of gave away their push for that Panzer comp coming in.
Vinny taking a big hit.
Michael has been doing a very good job right here against the T-57 and E-100. He's managed to survive for about 2.5 minutes all by himself.
Captain taking a couple big hits there, just getting melted. Michael's probably the finish of the end is coming up here real fast. Yeah, he just couldn't.
Yeah.
That actually looked like
That
an AG
E-100
round.
heat that close. Probably.
Vinny going down.
And Zero Dan has a full clip loaded. These guys are just gonna brutally assault these
Good
last
choice with that
remaining tanks
E4.
right here.
E4 just shot
Yeah.
Bast only to take down Box.
It did work out right here for the only bow by Boxhound actually dying out there in the middle. Actually allowed him to live for a little bit longer, but way to try something new right here, I4NI. Definitely go back to the drawing boards and erase this one off and come up with something a little bit new, but always nice to try something new.
Yeah.
Definitely got to stay somewhat still on the fence about the Panzer 7s right here. One of the Panzer 7s put out a whopping 39-18, but the other Panzer 7 had a donut game, so mixed reaction still.
And he was
We
getting.
do. I say it, and it shall do opposite.
Well, and it's one of those. I mean, he was getting punished the entire game. What saved him was a few of his teammates getting melted off first. He was able to get that turret in there and sneak off the shot while they were looking left. He was coming in and shooting from their right. So.
Now see, I'm going to take 50% away from him because the other Panzer did zeros. So
Okay.
I'm going to say
Average.
he did about 1,500. So he did okay. Like I said, they do.
Now in range Tager and his E4 doing what he should with an E4, coming out with 4504. Great job. And then the Fishman and his E100 coming in with 2910. John McClane and his E5 throwing up 24. Great spread. Astro just couldn't get anything going 'cause people started dying and started blocking his shots. you can only shoot so much when there's a graveyard between you and the other person you're trying to shoot at. All right, so here we go. Back and forth action.
Okay.
That's right. Hot merging action. Mystery Science Theater 3000 quote.
Love used to watching that.
You
show.
wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say there's some people in here commentating that wouldn't know what that is, but
Oh, there is a there. Fortunately, there is a tank clan, tank team. The Mystery 3000 tankers. I haven't heard a whole bunch
I
of
think
it.
they
Last time I actually heard of them, one was not the very nicest person and was yelling at someone in a not very nice way.
It happens.
It's
All right, so let's see what they change up. Coming out of the I4NI for camp. I mean, the crazy thing is, so you would expect. I mean, you would expect the IS-7s to just start flying all over the place because, I mean, the new meta here lately has been take that 6 line, go down the railroad track, and put 2 IS-7s there, and then send the bat chat out over there, either rolling around out there, the 890 line, and then come back around and hoop in. So that's been the typical meta here. Let's see what they've got rolling out. Mouse! We got mice up in here.
now
Time to get a cat.
You got one right here.
Bring
I've seen
Robot
it a
in
few.
here.
I've seen it a few times, but it either seems to. I'm going to say this for like the gold teams, like that strat either seems to really work out, or it seems to really fail. Like if it's noticed, I think, if they catch it early, I think it can be a little disastrous because they'll stop. And I've seen a couple times they start getting straight line shots down the tracks into those guys who are trying to use the trains. And I don't know what your opinion is, but I mean, if it's being a little, because it seems like like I'm saying, like a one-trick pony, like it either works or it doesn't, as opposed to the the more standard, loading up on the E line or G line inside the buildings and fighting it out, seeing whose guns perform better. But the tracks push. Again, in your opinion, either you think it's either a go or a no go. It either works or it doesn't, or do you think it's pretty solid?
It's a crapshoot.
To me,
honestly.
I wouldn't.
I mean, to be completely honest,
I wouldn't.
Oh, go ahead,
Oh,
D-Dub.
go ahead. I said, to me, honestly, I would not use the railroad tracks unless I have IS-7 and low silhouette tanks like IS-7s, objects, even the 121 for the Chinese. But if you're in like in the top, like a tall tank, like the Maus E100s, the Panzer 7, I would not use that tank. I would not go down rail tracks. Like low silhouette tanks to me perform better on the rail tracks.
Looks like I4NI picked up an extra guy right now running a T22 prototype, so
Whoa,
we'll see how that works.
We can't do that. You know why? that proto
I
now.
just picked somebody too.
That proto, the proto now, that is the most OP tank in the game, period, bar none. The most. And I'm not joking. If you go to a tier 1, dude, those things kill everything. It doesn't matter. Russian, Soviet, doesn't matter. Smokes everybody. So if you're new to the
They
game,
claim all.
get a T22 proto. Call it a done day. Hell.
You put that thing in here, and
Oh.
it pins one round. You will hear my headset hit the ground as I walk away.
Oh,
Where's the bat chat? Okay, we
Little-
have to tell them
little
to
known fact,
go after Dig.
yeah. A little known fact that in the last update, the T22 prototype actually got buffed or nerfed.
Oh,
Sorry.
did it?
It did. It did. It was pinning too many tier 3 tanks whenever it got thrown into a tier 3 battle. So
Oh, that thing was just.
it definitely is
It made.
for an
Go ahead.
for the free premium tank that they give you out the gate, man. The thing is truly OP. I still have mine and I run it maybe once every 2 or 3 months, but yeah, just for the loss, man. It's a great tank to run.
Big Slice, thank
Hey, I
you for the
still got the
follow.
Panzer 2J.
All right, so here we go. I think it's actually Beast and D-Dub's time to go ahead.
DWP.
Yep, go ahead, guys.
I'll let you pick what
Wait.
team, Beast.
Okay, I4NI is coming out with an E3, a Batchat 25T, the Moss, the Panzer 7, two E100s, and a Chieftain. Very German heavy right here.
And it looks like UGC is coming out counteracted TD with an E4. To me, it's a little bit better than E3 because it has a turret. With a bat chat, and with an American all-loader T57 heavy, very devastating gun, with an E5, two E100s, and a 215B.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my E4. I do decent in it, but you haven't seen a Hellcat in an E3 yet. It's devastating.
The E4, you're either gonna pin everything you look at, or you're gonna bounce the most ridiculous things you've ever seen in your life.
We have used the E3 on this map in comp play and all. If you actually just hide as much of the turret as you can at that either the D5 or the H4, or I'm sorry, H3 corner, right there on the right side of the H3 corner, it can be very devastating if the other team pokes out too far on the 3 line, tries to put a 113 up there in the window at the D4 area, something to that effect. Can be super devastating. And like you said, Hells, nobody likes to see an E3. It's almost like the T95. No one likes to see them just charging in a narrow corridor that you can't get around.
Yeah.
It's
I'm a little vexed by the Chieftain. Aside from the
That
obvious
turret.
spots, maybe on some of those hills with the building, is there another good spot for a Chieftain?
The only
definitely. Go ahead, DW.
I said, if you're going to use the Chieftain, I said I would stay in the hills to basically, if I was, what team has the Chieftain?
I4NI.
Okay, I4NI. I'll stay out in the field and keep my hold lower just to counteract until you count all the teams. See, all 7 are in the town, then you're trying to go behind them.
No.
Shoot from distance.
And
That gun is accurate at long range.
Now here's the thing. Oh man, they're just getting melted trying to make it across. Good night. Losing 13%. Oh, there it is. Good hit from in the 7-minute dig. Now here's the thing. Fame would argue with everybody. They run a 3 chieftain setup on this map, and they are absolute. I haven't seen them lose yet with their chieftains. And they run right down the 2 line. Huh. And
the funny thing is, you can't
they use the E100s as cover, and so what they do is literally follow up behind the E100s, use them as a wall, and then shoot around every crevice and crack because of the gun handling.
Definitely a good strat. The DPM of 3 chieftains is going to be almost unmatched by, even they're not going to outdo even the 57 heavies. I mean, I know the 57 heavy trio is going to have the an enormous burst potential, but overall that trio of chieftains is going to be pretty devastating.
Yeah, I mean, the first time we ever saw it, was live here on Wednesday Night Fights, and I'm like, what in the heck? 3 chieftains? What are they doing? They're going to play out in the hills. They came in, and then they did it again. And then it was like a couple matches later, a few weeks later, they did it again. And I'm like, I'm sold.
Well, very nice. Plus, I mean, if now the difference that I would think from a normal comp clans perspective is, if you're running the war variant, then the chieftains can definitely do very well on this map.
Yes.
The war variant has a lot more of the rubble piles and the broken buildings and stuff like that. So,
but yet again, it's one of those. I don't want everybody going out and being like, "Oh, I'm going to try this strat." The people they did have doing it, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Magna was in it. Oh goodness. Any which way, they had some very, very skilled people in these chieftains. And you can tell that they practiced it and they adapted it and they knew exactly what to do. So practice made perfect.
Now,
guys.
I'm gonna tell you something right here. I took some damage early on, but depending on the cap pressure that UGCC puts on. You know, that's the one thing that the I4NI did not think about right here for this particular strap. But this is just a massive turtle, almost impenetrable if they have to push into it. The problem being
Box out in
though,
the way of Captain.
with this
still in the way of
with
Captain.
this being a
Sorry.
encounter, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a no, it's fine. But with this being encounter, I4NI definitely not going to work back here with this turtle. You're gonna have to overextend, as you can see right now. The Moss and E100 taking huge shots right there.
Good night,
Diggs
Mr.
coming in.
Mr. 1 to no 1. Diggs are gonna smoke the hatchback. Oh, he's on a reload.
Yeah, he was able to put a full clip though into hatchback right there.
So, Ivy Stucks is gonna block the path. He just got to quit moving for Michael, so Michael can get that shot to crack. Now, I don't agree with Captain getting up in the business here. He needs to back off and go on a rotate and allow Michael. There you go. Let Michael in there. Let that E3 do its job. We'll choke the lane.
Mini Vinny's also got to get in here. It's time for Mini Vinny to shine. He had one shot. Nice on the reload. Yeah, one shot on reload. Now, I4NI actually has the health advantage right now.
Diggs reloaded. Diggs probably going to go down to Ball. Ball takes him down, so double.
McCain's
This is
pushing
going to
against
be
that.
it's going to be a bad fight for the E5 for sure right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna be pushing it going up against that Chieftain full health.
Okay, Michael needs to realize no one else is coming that way. Get that slow E3, pull it around, quit ramming over there, and get that E3 in the fight. The rest of the team's paint. Boxhound still up Captain's butt. I would be super upset right now if I was Captain. Be like, get out of my butt. Let me be able to rotate out. John
Good
McClane-
hit, E4.
Yep. E4 takes Michael to. See, I don't like it. I'm not calling people out, but that E3 should have been in the fight a long time ago.
For sure. That's very well played by John McClane to go ahead and take out that Chieftain for sure right there.
Yeah, to the backup, he got off with a track, which was good for him. That E4 definitely, I think, kind of saved his bacon though.
Big hit into range.
Mini Vinny is going to be on cleanup right now though.
I think Mini Vinny needs to.
He's got nobody watching him. No, looks like Astro is on him. Astro should get him right here.
Oh, look at that.
My goodness.
No winners
gracious.
today.
Holy!
Well, it's a
damage don't matter.
Yep, for right now, it's as of the 2017 rules, we get one more replay. So,
Look at that. Damage spread from both teams looks excellent.
yeah,
With one or two exceptions, but
Did I get?
that was a brawl. That was a fight. I liked it.
So yeah, I mean, pretty incredible that way everything with that going down like that. So we'll see what happens here up next. We'll replay it one more time after this. If it doesn't draw, it's a loss for both sides.
Okay.
So the new 2018 rules are coming. Things are going to get streamlined. Everything's going to be a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. Yet again, we do not like changing the rules right in the middle of something. That's very unprofessional. So the rules change will come into the new year. So all of the teams will be advised to check out the new rules. Like in the draw scenario, we will no longer have draws. It will go down to kills, then damage. So if 2 bat chats on one team did 5k damage each, and you have a
They
mouse,
start on the same side, right?
yeah, everything stays the same.
Yeah.
They just their choice of picking their tanks. So, but next year's rules are going to definitely tighten up everything, to make everything just a little bit faster. Let's see here. UGCC really hasn't changed anything. We're probably only thing they're missing is the E4, right? Oh no, there's a 215B. Did they have? Yeah, they had the.
They
B
had
last
it.
time.
They had it last time, and it
Yeah,
did
thanks.
what I thought it would do.
Just looking
Mhm.
for the I don't
Did
personally right
Astro
now. I
good
don't personally. I don't care if they want to switch tanks up whenever they do a replay. It's just as long as they get these tanks picked pretty quick. Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's my thing.
We're
is-
already running over a
Ticky
little
tock.
bit. I don't know if
Now-
possibly Treachery, you or
Sorry.
Rez, would either one of y'all be interested in maybe about halfway through this match going ahead and opening another room for the last match?
We'll do. We'll do.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
we
then
got-
coming
we
up
got a
next,
couple
of
minutes for sure.
course. Yeah, you can stay in here for a little bit, bud. Next match coming up will be NT versus BK.
Nice.
Double mouse is coming out this time. I
I'm a
still don't
fan
like that though.
Of hit points. I am a fan of hit points on this map. Fan.
Now, would you do oh my god.
Wow.
That's a lot
Oh.
of health.
I think they might be
For
getting a little
I4NI.
ridiculous now. A little ridiculous. now.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of hit points on this map.
6,000.
A lot seems to
If I'm correct,
a
that's
lot
over
seems to take
11,000
place
hit points.
real quickly
I4NI.
on this map, and it seems like a lot of times, especially again, I'm talking about even match teams. A lot of times, those few extra hit points make a difference, like a huge difference, in who comes out on top.
They do. So now, I mean, and here's the thing. Now, would you wait for a delayed push because of how slow your team is going to be? Coming out of that, I mean, the 215B here with its sustained firepower, adjusted alone with its DPM, I mean, that's going to be scary. There is a scenario here where he could get, what, 2,000 damage in less than, a minute or so if he tracks a mouse. Good night.
Well,
Yeah,
we saw
2,000
Dig.
2,000 damage in probably about 35, 40 seconds tops.
It is dangerous because, like, especially if the team knows they're doing, like we saw Dig do this last time. He gets out there really quickly to a good position to spot them crossing, and these guys started putting in damage. However, the trade-off is you're giving up that good position in the city if you do a delayed push. Well, it looks
Oh,
like
there goes Michael. There's Captain.
Captain got
Still
the hit
have
points for day,
hatchback.
so. Now the problem I see with UGCC is that a lot of their tanks
Oh,
are stopping
hatchback
there to
getting
try to get
stuck on
those
the.
shots off.
Oh, nice. He actually lifted his tank up, which allowed him to get one bounce, but then you got, there's another pin. And then here comes the E4 shot. I see an E4 shot coming real. It bounces. So hatchback essentially almost at half health already. So
Yeah, look at the
still a
I4NI
lot.
bat chat.
But look how much time UGCC is wasting not getting in the solid positions in the city because they're trying to take out that moss, which with as many shots as they put into him is not going so successfully.
Well, in the end, that's why you run the Moss. We usually run one, and that's what his job is. His job is to soak up shots, soak up focus fire. Like you said, treachery. A Moss with the hit pool that it has, what is it, 3,000 HP? So I mean,
Michael needs a boost. I don't know if anybody there is actually fast enough. They'll have the power to get him up, but it doesn't look like maybe Boxhound's
Nah,
gonna go help him.
He does not need to be in that window regardless.
Now, on the same token, I don't
That-
think I4NI
doesn't
took
have
advantage
the
of
gun depression.
positioning either.
You see the push already coming in from the E100s and the 57. Yeah, they've got to deal with the moss, but now Captain Alte's great positioning right there. He just needs to turn his turret a little bit towards the wall. There he goes now. He's on an auto bounce angle. Michael finally getting out of the window after eating a track shot right there.
No.
Also, it looks like Mini Vinny and Segmented Dig are locked up in a 1v1 in his back chats. Dig actually has the shots left to finish Mini Vinny off, so that's it.
Now, if I were I4NI here, they see the spread right here, and with those two E100s at 57, those two E100s at 57, at least in the alley that they're on for the moment, are cut off. If I4NI, when they saw the E5 and E4 coming across the front of those buildings, had turned, they could have had it overmatch on that corner.
Right now the two tanks on the cab, the E4 and E5, in front of these two E100 or the three E100s. These guys need to push into the 215B and the E4. These guys need to get erased right now. Dig is once again working on the moss, and he had enough shots in his clip, even still with one left. They should go down right here, but Dig managed to take out a bat chat and a 100 that time, or a moss that time. So good work.
Yet again, with all of that health that they did have, they are below on hit points. I mean, they're 1% lower. So I mean, in retrospect here, UGCC does have a
huge mistake.
Oh man,
he backed out.
UGCC pulling ahead. I still count UGCC ahead, just because of Fishman taking a huge shot from Michael.
I4NI probably came in with at least a 1,200 point overmatch in the hit pool right here, but the 215 and the E4 are finally pushing in. Boxdown has got to get Astro out right here.
And he does.
Now, Captain needs to hold off the push from the other side so Boxhound can take on the E4 and possibly take him out with a high roll. But here comes the fish fan.
Nice, solid 823.
Rush shot.
You know, that's one of the things I always tell my guys before every battle. You know, if you're going to be out there trading and you know you're going to take a hit, make sure that you take the extra seconds to fully aim that shot and make sure you're going to get the pin.
Box
Great
just
work
did
right
a
there, though.
perfect turn of his turret to bounce the shot from the E4.
Boxhound has to go ahead and push. He's got to push the fish fan right now. If the fish fan gets erased right here, we're going to have to go to a tiebreaker, but I think that I4NI should be able to pull this out. Boxhound needs to take the outside path right here. Got to take the outside path.
That is why I'm a fan of those hit points.
Cap is pushing back, Mr. No One to Mr. One to No One, but there he goes.
Captain
He
Alty.
turns his turret. Nice, great job, Captain. So we're all tied up.
And again, that was those hit points right there. They were getting hit at the beginning, but they just had so many hit points. And I think Dig did a good job taking out that moss and bat chat, but that when he rushed in on that moss to get right up on it like that, I think that was a little over enthusiastic. I think he threw away
little
the bat chat when he
overzealous,
didn't need
yeah.
to.
All right, so let's
I think
do
he
this
could have got
damage
at
real
least into
fast
clip.
before we head into Ghost Town. So let me change up the scoreboard. All right, so here we go. I wanted to see this damage. All right, so over on the UGCC side, I'm expecting big numbers. Dig coming in with 32.92. Great job out of that bat chat. Astro in his 215B coming in with 24.71. Nice, solid numbers coming out of that one. Fishpan in his E100 4,500. Good job, sir. Mr. One to No One, 1411. John McLean 11. E5 kind of, I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of got maybe focused out a little bit. Coming in with 1100. Enraged Tanker 2787. Zero just could not get anything going with his 57 and just got railed out. That could have been the game changer right there if the 57 would have had a game. Over on the I4NI crew, Mini Vinny and his bat chat did manage to get out 1607. Bal, with some of his great moves that he was doing, we'll just call it a cool 3200. How about that? We'll round up for you. IB Stucks just can't get a lot going this time around, but he got 1500 out. Hatchback in his mouths did his job. How much did he? So I just went to him. So he did, yes, he did 1,000 damage. That's not the gleaming point. The gleaming point here is he blocked 5,460 in that mouse. So great job on that aspect. Michael coming in with a 1584 and blocking 2K. Boxhound coming in with 3174. He actually didn't block a whole bunch. He blocked that one E4 round. That would have been 850. And then Captain here coming in with 4K, blocking 2300. So great job over there on that side coming out of that camp. Let's get this ready to go to Ghost Town.
I will say, that one block, though, that was the guaranteed win, in my opinion. That was the guaranteed win.
Does the other guys all know about what's going on?
I have not messaged BK or the other team right now, NT. If someone could do it for me, I'd appreciate it. I did just inform I4NI and UGCC, though, for this match right here. What we will end up doing is, since we are already over the time limit, what I want to do is we will go ahead and go with kill all, cap, most kills, and then damage. So there will not be a draw on this match tonight.
Wow. I guess over there on the non-stream, they were having some just craziness going on over there. So some great matches with Old School and Tankers of Anarchy. So great to see those guys. Old School, of course, they are banging out some matches to get their to get up on the rankings. So super psyched to see those guys. Another team that I'm super psyched, and they've always put these last few. They have definitely put out a great showing so far, and that's Zeta. Super excited. They're actually set up for later on this week, for next week, to come out yet again. So out there to Baconating and Clone Guy. Can't wait to see you. Super excited. And then, because we're doing a little long here, let's see here. I'm trying to count how many codes we got left. All right. So let's make it a happy day. Happy-go-lucky day. It's the 1st of December. Everybody's made it through Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and who knows on Tuesday, and the Hump Day. That was a great day. So in honor of Hump Day, and now we're on Friday, we're going to do hashtag Blitzkrieg. Hashtag Blitzkrieg. I'm going to take 3 winners. 3 winners of this. I'll get you hooked up with garage slot and premium time.
Nice. I have
and then let's do one also for another subscriber. Let's do a subscriber one. How about this? For a subscriber, I'm going to give you 10 days of premium and garage slots. What? Yes, sir. 10 days of premium and some garage slots for you.
Crazy.
So what we're gonna do with that one here, I'm on for the subscriber. This is the thing. The hashtag will be the name of the team that wins the round. So at the end of this match, whoever wins this, so if I4NI wins it, it's hashtag I4NI. If it's UGCC, it's hashtag UGCC. And this is for subscribers, 10 days of premium, garage slots, and a hug from the cat. How about that? Giving you some cat love. Team Hellcat. Forget about that Team Beaver. The face that runs the place. I'm the voice that holds it down, I think. So
I was gonna say something else, but then I remembered that this is a family-friendly channel.
so we're gonna have that roll out here, guys. So yep, at the end of this one here, yet again, I have mad love for Beef. Me and Beef have endured through this. I give him mad props. I love him to death. One of the greatest guys anybody can ever meet. But yet again, it's time for the face that runs the place to go against the voice. I don't even have a saying. I've created sayings for everybody, Beast.
I noticed
Except,
that. I was just thinking about
yeah.
it. It don't matter. All we got to be is Team Hellcat.
Team Hellcat. Damn right.
Team Hellcat. All right, I have put a little bit of pressure on these guys, told these guys to get these tanks picked. UGCC just flew into action, got all their tanks selected in I4NI. It's also just pumping them out now.
So I just got a message from
Like I
Rez.
said-
Rez is like, hell yeah.
I just got a message from Rez that says PG-13.
PG-13.
Pretty close. We try not. Let's not drop too many F-bombs, but
Did I
also,
drop an
can't
F-bomb?
help
I didn't do
sometimes.
that, did I?
No. I'm the only one that's guilty of that on stream personally, so I correct
I've done it
myself.
once,
Oh,
one
we're-
time before. I've dropped and I got pointed out very quickly. Oh my god! And it was a mumble. And I was typing and I was talking to myself in a mumble.
You know how my wife
All right,
pointed
so-
out to me?
Here we go.
You know how my wife pointed out to me that I cuss too much when I'm playing games, especially World of Tanks? She recorded my son doing it with my headset on. He was sitting with my headset and the controller, and he was knocking the thumbsticks around, and he's like, what the, drop the F-bomb. And she was like, see?
Well, that was like my daughter, my 2-year-old. So she was carrying. She loves her like to play food, and she gets plates and brings it out to Daddy. Well, she tripped and fell, and she dropped the plate, the fake food on the ground, and she's like, "Mother, you piece of," and I'm like, and the wife looks at me and she's like, "That's all you. You know that, right?" And I'm like, "I know."
Guilty.
Yeah, guilty. All right, here we go. UGCC rolling out E4 Bat Chat Para 57 Heavies trio of E100s. Ayo, what's I4NI got going?
I4NI has a Bat Chat, 2 I7s, 3 E100s, and a Chieftain.
Great lineups by both sides right here. This should be a very good brawl. Oh,
Now, I'm trying to see something.
Very nice.
When the match started, I
You see
swear
now.
the Bat Chat took 90 damage for I4NI.
nothing. It's possible. Maybe ghost damage. Oh, interesting push right here by UGCC. Already way up into the C line. Looks like they're getting in right there and going ahead and
Boost spot.
not get on the not get on the B line, which is very good because Mini Vinny did make the boost over there. Not a big fan still of the Bat Chat because the gun at distance can really troll you, even just the short distance into that D6 area. But still definitely has the spotting range. John McClane's immediately spotted as he comes up, giving early information. Yeah, the gun's already trolling him right there. Yeah, for sure. That's why
Scuda.
I'm a big fan of the Patton, or even probably the Leopard's my favorite pick for that boost spot on this map. But
See, I don't
still,
know. How would is this? What is the Skoda a worthy tank to possibly do that, or is? Oh my God, there was
Ooh.
1,500.
Nice.
It was
That-
gone.
nice double tap by
Yeah.
the U100s right there.
I
Oh,
don't understand.
I think the Skoda
He is
Skoda
shaking.
has the
He is
ability to
shaking.
get up there. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why he peaked that. Pubby 101. There's gonna be somebody on that opposite corner. I mean,
Well, that's one thing he just paid because he just lost literally about 20. Well, he's down to, I would say, 400 health.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice
yeah,
pull,
good.
Astro on the move. Look at that!
Wow, wow.
Oh my goodness!
Line shot into Benny right there. Another reason why, you know what I mean, is it's real hard to keep the bat chat up there. Even the turret of the Patton, you know what I mean. You might get the random bounce for sure right there, but with all this heat flying at that bat chat, no one's gonna bounce that.
Now Dig's back in their spawn. No, he's back there parked and lying in wait. He's waiting for the order. So, man,
Good early
John
rotation.
McClane, man, that was insane. I hope all the viewers
I'm-
enjoyed that one.
And
I'm
then Dick
hoping
is
that was
able to
like a-
put side shots into these C100s too. So he did just
Yeah,
make two
hope-
pins into the only bow.
I'm hoping that move by McLean was like an accidental push of the joystick forward or a lag.
Maybe I would say lag because John's pretty good at that. I mean, John's a solid comp tanker. Is Michael going to be able to get it? Nah, Dig's going to get out of there. IS-7's
See,
not
now
even looking
that-
that way.
You know the bat chat is up there, and the 57s went ahead and pushed up. Now they just gave away their position.
How?
I4NI
Hatchback pull
should
one.
know that
Did you see that shot from Hatchback?
that was
Wow,
just
do
a
you
great
see the
snipe
shot
shot
right
with
there.
an IS-7.
Great shot.
Well,
Continue.
I don't know
I
if you
didn't
see
mean to-
those three
to cut you off.
stars.
I think I4NI is recognized well. They're a little bit timid about it right now. They definitely have the overmatch on these two E100s right here. They need to go ahead and go through the center of the cap, go to the right IS-7s. There you go. Ivy Stucks, you need to get up there in the fight with the IS-7s. You guys have a clear overmatch on these T100s. Dig is about 20 seconds still from reload. So great double tap into UGC Astro right here. We could be witnessing an upset right here by I4NI right now. The 57s have moved in on the north side, though, into the E100s. Boxian, it's eating about 4 hits right now, but puts a big 787 into Johnny Cager.
Oh, man. 57 down. We have
Nice
a 57
move.
down.
Nice move by
Yeah,
Hatchback.
Mini Vinny was able to actually put 3 or 4
Dig.
shots into the fish fan, and
Oh, look
Dig's
at that.
coming around, too.
Nice move. Oh,
Good
he
dig.
still goes
Great
down,
rotations right here.
But yeah, Hatch rushing in, trying to get. But here comes Michael now. Amorak, get that sucker fixed because that IS-7 pops like a.
Dig needs to get out
like
of the
a-
way.
Wow.
Oh,
Ram kill.
sandwich.
Wow. And no one left all of a sudden on
Wow.
this map, but Mr. I Know It by UGCC.
So I just,
Primo,
oh man.
primo map awareness. Yeah, primo map awareness. Great rotations by I4NI. Just once again proving how devastating that boost spot at A3 can be, even with the bad chat right there. Wow,
So I do have
I4NI,
to throw
very
this
well
out
played
here.
tonight.
This was 4 points. So I4NI gets the win, the normal win point. Then they also get the bonus points for defeating a gold team. And then on top of that, I4NI has now beat NB twice last week in our moderated off-stream matches. I4NI is looking probably, I would say, with these bonus points and stuff like this, is probably knocking on the number 1 spot to be the team to beat in the silver division. Bar none. All right, so there it is. Where's the codes? Everybody's going crazy. So we got codes going out for BLITZKRIEG, and then we got codes going out for the subscribers on for 10 days of premium and some garage slots. While we got that going out, I'm just going to do a quick blast through Dig 2700, Astro 1594. John just couldn't get anything together. I mean, that's self-explanatory what happened. Tanker coming in at 1500. Fishpan 1687. Cap, even though in his IS7 doing a great job with 1K. Mini Vinny over there in that boost spot, almost throwing up 3K. Great job. Michael doing a great job bouncing around, going from one side to the other, picking up 1746. Bell rolling in here, 31, 4, 4, and 4 with an E1 hundo. Great job. That's a hard thing to pull with an E1 hundo. Box Sound coming in with the 34, 23, 6, 5, and 5. Great job. Blocking 1200. IB Stucks and his E1 hundo. Not so much of a great game. He's having a hard time on that one. He was playing. But I'm going to give the MVP award out to Hatchback. Congratulations, Hatchback. Great job. I need you to get a hold of me. You have earned a little prize package from me saying thank you for coming out, and you are the man, Hatchback. You did a great job all through the evening. And then what you did trying to save Cap was proven that you are a true team player, and that's an MVP in my book. All right, so we're going to get the room set up here. Congratulations to I4NI. We're going to get the room set up here for BK versus NT. These guys have been great. For waiting on us. We're running about 31 minutes behind schedule, but it's okay. Hopefully these guys are good. So I was going to give away 3 prizes here. Congratulations, spinning the wheel. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see here. Spinning the wheel. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's see here. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Here, I actually have, this time I actually have some music for this. So. All right. Three winners that came out here this evening. Congratulations yet again to Miss Ray Sunshine. You get a little package. Congratulations going out to Sayla. Congratulations, you get a package. You know what, Beast, you know what I should just do here? I think I'm just going to do this. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I love everybody coming out tonight. How about this? Congratulations, Krispy Kreme, Big Slice, Mouse, Sayla, Major Fluffy, and Ray Miss Sunshine. You all get prizes. Garminko, you're in too. Congratulations. You get a prize. BD409, congratulations for coming out. Thank you. You get a prize. I'm being Oprah. You're not going to get a car.
On a car.